Hey guys, it's Thoughts here for another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. It's a UU battle against someone I found in the Cerebi chat room. It was a really good battle. It was a little hacky on his part, which cost him some of his Pokemon and helped me. But you'll see throughout the battle, it was really good. I'm a little sick, so my voice might sound a little bad. I might sniff a little bit, whatever. He starts off with a Rotom. I start off with my Scarfed Gardevoir. Rotoms are either Scarfed triggers or Spect leaders, and if he's Spect, I know I'm faster than him and can kill him with my Shadow Ball, and if he's Scarfed, then I know he's going to Shadow Ball me, and he's either going to trick me, which won't do anything, or he's going to Shadow Ball me, which I know I can take, like I did. So I end up killing him, and Gardevoir is pretty much useless now. The best I can do is try to get a trick off or something, but I'm stuck to Shadow Ball, so I'd switch out when he sends in his Miltank, go to Vileplume to take whatever physical attack is going to go with. And he goes with Return, which kind of tells me he's choice, because if he wasn't, I'm thinking he would have went for a status move or something. And I go for Sleep Powder. He predicts it very well and goes into his Hypno, which really annoyed me. I go into Gardevoir to take a Psychic, because I know it can, and it lives with 10 HP, which is really helpful. I go for a Trick, trying to cripple that Hypno, but I actually just hit this Miltank, get the Choice Band, and he just gets a Scarf, and that really didn't help me that much. I mean, Miltanks are pretty fast, are decently speeded already, so he's going to probably be faster than a lot of things. I go into Swallow to take some physical moves. I go for a Curse, but he switches into his Hypno, and I know I can take a Psychic because Hypno's special attack isn't great, and my Swallow's special defense is good, and I thought I would take it better, which is why I blocked him, because if I and then I went to Absol to take the Psychic because it doesn't affect him. And I went out to see if it, because all I saw right now was his Hypno doing Psychic. I wanted to see if he had anything else, and if he did, he probably either had a Sleep move or a Thunder Wave like he did. So I switched into Claydol to take whatever, because I don't care if Claydol goes to sleep. I set up Stealth Rock, and then he talked me with his Blastoise. I set up Light Screen. I switch out because I don't want to take a Surf, and I go into Vileplume to take it better. And after the Light Screen, that's going to do pretty much nothing to Vileplume. I want to get this thing asleep, and I think I use Sleep Powder here because oh no, I use Synthesis because I know he's going to switch thinking Sleep Powder, and I want to get Vileplume's health back up, and I don't think I can really take a Psychic, but I stay in thinking he's going to think I switch, and I go for the Sludge Bomb. He sets up a Reflect, and Sludge Bomb really doesn't do much because Hypno's special defense is really good. He switches out into Hitmonlee, and I switch out into Claydol, and my Light Screen wears off, and I'm thinking he might have Sucker Punch, so I go for, I think I go for a Light Screen, but he Fake Outs anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's see, Poison, and right here, he switches out thinking I have a Psychic move, but I really don't. He goes into his Blastoise, and I know this thing is a Rapid Spinner, because he keeps switching this in on my Claydol, to probably force it out, because he knows that I probably can't do anything to him, and he wants to force me out to Rapid Spin, and right here, he does Rapid Spin, and I'm like, okay. That kind of tells me he has a flying Pokemon, but I don't think he did, which kind of confused me. I don't think he had anything weak to Stealth Rock, so well, he did have one Pokemon weak to it, but that was only one. I Sleep Powder again, hoping he would over-predict and not think I'd Sleep Powder and stay in, but he goes into Hypno again to take it. I go into my Raichu, because it has decent special defense, and I Thunderbolt, thinking if he switches, it'll hurt whatever he switches into, because Raichu, this thing is max special attack, I think. He's Psychics, and I was like, wow, Raichu took that well, but then I saw that my Light Screen wore off. I'm like, oh. Damn. So he used a Wish, and I know I'm not going to get anywhere with Raichu, so I switched back into Claydol. And I've been wanting to blow up on this Hypno so much because I know I won't be able to take it, and I just decided to blow up now. But he actually goes into his Blastoise, and he told me all match that he wanted to, what's it called? He wanted me to blow up. He was trying to taunt me into blowing up, and that's why he switched into his Blastoise every time I had Claydol, not to Rapid Spin, but I go to Raichu to, force him out, and I use Signal Beam knowing he's going into Hypno, but it's not stabbed, so it's not going to do, it's going to do a little less than half, and after leftovers, it's not going to be a, I think it might be a 3-hit KO if it gets max damage. I go for it again because I know he can't really do much to me, and I almost kill him, and then I get lucky and get the confusion. He didn't hit himself, though, and he is able to paralyze my Raichu, crippling it because it's Scarfed. so it can pretty much outspeed almost anything that it is like in you. It pretty much outspeed like everything in UU. I go for another signal beam to kill him. So yeah, he hurt himself with confusion. I forgot to say, but now he switches into his thing that's weak to stealth rock. His expert belted Typhlosion, which are like all expert belted. I see now, like I still like a Spectrum that I have, and it does a hell of a lot to swallow. I really was like, wow, that did a lot. And I just leave Swallow in because I really don't have anything to take it. I go into Absol now, and he actually switches out as I go for a Sucker Punch. It fails, and he goes into that. I'm like, crap, I already had that. I go into Vileplume to take with a fighting move, and it takes it really well. It takes it really well. And and I think he switches out his Hitmonlee now. And I think I go for Sleep Powder because his Hypno's gone, so Sleep Powder, as long as it hits, is going to put something to sleep. And he switches into his Blastoise, it falls asleep, and it has about a little more than half health left. And I'm thinking he's going to switch out, and he does, and I think I went for a Sludge, yeah, I'd go for a Sludge Bomb, and it hits this, and here's where the other hacks come in. I actually get the poison on him, and the poison did matter because we both stay in, and he goes for a return, I think. Yeah, he goes for a return. I go for another Sludge Bomb. No, he has an Ice Punch. I remember because he switched in, and I'm like, why would he switch in? And I'm like, oh, he probably has Ice Punch, and Ice Punch did a lot, and I used Sludge Bomb, and without the poison, it wouldn't have killed him, and he would have killed me with another Ice Punch, and I would have had to Sucker Punch him to death with Absol, which you might have switched out, but whatever. I let Vileplume die because, again, I don't have anything to take that. I don't have anything to switch into at this point. And I'm just like, I gotta take that thing out in one shot, pretty much. And I bring in Absol, and I'm thinking he's gonna switch back to Hitmonlee and leave that thing dead. So I go for the Aerial Ace, but he switches back into his stupid Blastoise, which is max defense. And that's not good. I go for a Sword Stance because that's my only chance. And he's still asleep, and he said that he calculated damage, and a Sword Stance Sucker Punch will kill his Typhlosion and his Hitmonlee. And I go for Night Slash that ends the Blastoise, and he pretty much said, well, it's good game for me. I'm guessing, well, he probably used Mach Punch on that thing if he had Fake Out. It was probably like a, probably his Mach Punch in there. So I do kill that off. I was afraid I wasn't going to kill it because, I mean, of the resistance. And Sucker Punch is going to kill the Typhlosion after the Sword Stance, and I have Life Orb on this too. So Absol really saved me the game there, but without the hacks, like without the confusion and the paralyzation on his Pokemon, I probably wouldn't have won that. But it ends 2-0. It was a really good match. I mean, if he had gone to my Absol dead, my Raichu would have died so easily because it was paralyzed. But really good game. Comment, rate, subscribe, and see you guys later. Goodbye.